My name is Rachel Redhouse, and I am the director. 2010, we came across Empty Cradle. I started a subsequent pregnancy group and facilitated that for a while. And my husband started a men's support group. Shortly after that, in around 2015, we took over as directors. We started going to meetings because we had experienced a couple of losses. We didn't receive the type of support that we were looking for when we had our losses. Our first loss was in 2001, a miscarriage at 12 weeks, and we left the hospital without any support. 2003, we lost our son, JT, when he was 3 days old. And again, we were left without any support from the hospital or any support groups. We were living in an area that didn't offer much at all. We wanted to help other families.
My name is Carson. And in 2017, we started infertility treatments. In 2018, our daughter Adeline was born. She was born at 23 weeks and 5 days. She lived for 2 weeks in the NICU and ultimately passed due to a brain bleed and swelling of the brain. After that, we did experience 3 more miscarriages, and Empty Cradle has just been there every step. I'm so thankful that we have this resource that I know not many have. The friendships we've gained were just so valuable for our support and our mental health, and getting to go to the Walk to Remember was something that we could gather, and a physical celebration of our children. I am just so incredibly thankful for Rachel and all the people that have organized Empty Cradle, just allow us to grieve and have that space for us that we can just grieve with each other in.
And I think our main goal with that is just to give people an outlet to remember their babies, give them an opportunity to talk about their babies, for these families to come together as a community and see that there are so many people that remember and love them and their babies. But we also have implemented a lot of different services, like our memory boxes and miscarriage bags, sibling backpacks.
My name's Matt Carson. In 2017, my wife and I, Bella, we started the IVF process. We worked on that for about a year, and we were blessed to become pregnant with our baby Adeline. She was born in 2018. She was about 24 weeks old, so she came pretty early. But she survived the birth, and we were blessed to be with her for a couple weeks. After we lost her, we came home, and it was very sad. Maybe a month later, we had heard about Empty Cradle. We decided to go eventually, maybe a month or two after we lost Adeline. The experience was special for us. It was a group of people that had similar experiences and could understand what we had gone through. It's amazing to see how many people this has happened to, unfortunately. Even in just our Southern California area, we would definitely recommend trying it. It's hard to go your first time maybe, but again, it's a very warm place and it's welcoming. We've met people the first night we went that we still know today, years later, and we're good friends with them. Empty Cradle to us was a blessing.
I think Empty Cradle, we're hoping to expand services, but also touch more people. We do support a lot of people outside of our normal area, across the world, across the US, but right now most of our services are in Southern California. There are so many people that remember and love them and their babies. And it gives them an opportunity to listen to music, listen to poems, see a dove release, but also you have the community around you helping, supporting you.
My name's Karina Vera Agnew, and my son Robert Lawrence Agnew was stillborn on August 10th, 2015. I had just gone to my second trimester checkup and we found out we were having a boy, so we were so excited. And then my doctor told me that my cervix was funneling. It was my first pregnancy, so I didn't know what that meant. And she informed me that I had to go to the hospital to go get checked just to make sure that everything was okay with the baby and with myself. So when I got to the hospital, I was there waiting for hours and hours, and finally somebody came in, a medical intern came in to talk to me and inform me that my insurance was not accepted at that hospital, so that I could either stay there and wait. The next day I decided to contact my doctor's office. Mind you, she was on a 3-week vacation starting that day, so the on-call doctor informed me that I could wait a couple of days until I can be seen by a perinatologist. They just said to take it easy and being careful, and that was a Friday. So come Sunday, I was with my husband and my family, and I felt all this pressure and my water broke. And when I got to the hospital, I was informed that since I was only 5 months pregnant, that my baby would not survive and I could run the risk of getting an infection. So the doctor was recommending that I get induced. Since this was my first pregnancy, I just did not know what to do. And my husband and I talked about it, and we made the decision to go ahead and get induced. 9 hours, I was induced, and 9 hours later, my son was stillborn. I was at home and I was grieving and just feeling so sad and depressed, and I did not know what was wrong with me. I finally decided to look up Empty Cradle. I am so thankful that they mentioned it to me and that I did, because Empty Cradle was so helpful.
1 in 4 women experience pregnancy or infant loss. It's a huge part of our population that we don't talk about. Support is such a huge part of what we do in all different forms. October gives us an opportunity to make other people aware of it, education, and also on October 15th is Pregnancy and Infant Loss Awareness Day. We do a wave of light, and while we normally do that at the beach with these wonderful lanterns, we don't have that opportunity this year. So we have a great virtual event that we can do. And this, even our virtual meetings and things that we've had, that helps us be able to support families that we wouldn't normally see face to face.
My name's Amy Donahue. I found Empty Cradle in January of 2014. December of 2013, I was pregnant and woke up one day and started bleeding very heavily and went to the emergency room. We saw a happy baby with a heartbeat. They told me that I had a subchorionic hematoma, that I needed to take it easy for a couple of days. Back with my midwife in a couple weeks. So that was at 7.5 weeks. At 10 weeks, I went in for a regular checkup with my midwife, and the baby had no heartbeat. We found out that we were expecting a girl, and she had a chromosomal abnormality that was incompatible with life. And we named her Kiva Faith. In 2017, I found out I was pregnant again, and I was having a little bit of pain, so I went to the emergency room. After an ultrasound, they said that the pregnancy was ectopic and I needed to have surgery immediately to terminate the pregnancy. So at 8 weeks, I went back and there was a baby inside of my uterus growing, happy heartbeat. 9 weeks, same thing. 10 weeks, no heartbeat. So I had another D&C, found out we were expecting another girl, no problems with her. So we weren't quite sure why we lost that pregnancy. Empty Cradle really helped me. I met so many people and everybody just gave me so much support and helped me to process my loss and realize that my girls were real and that they were here and that they deserved to be remembered.
Empty Cradle and the support that we provide to bereaved families is the legacy that we leave behind in memory of our son and the other baby that we lost. It gives us a purpose and it helps us continue this organization and all of the programs that we have. We really look forward to seeing you all at our next event. Thank you so much for your continued support of our organization, and we look forward to seeing you at our next event.